Hello and good evening from Xenia, as the Hamilton Joes will take on the Xenia Scouts in game number 23 of this GLSCL season. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke Westpoley. Luke, the Joes coming in today's game with a 13-9 record. They got things started yesterday with the big victory over the Jazz.
Yeah, it was a good win yesterday. They expanded on their lead in the ninth inning. It was a 2-1 score for most of the way, but they were able to pull out another win on the road. The road trip concludes tonight for the Joes, and they're only 1.5 games back of first place, so if they can have a good week here, we could see them on top of the GLSCL South in no time.
Should be an exciting game. Joes and the Scouts. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. The Joes will batting first and playing center field, Logan Castleman. Batting second and at shortstop, Cole Becker. Batting third and DHing for the Joes tonight, Sammy Sass. At the cleanup spot and playing first base, Matt Dietering. Batting fifth and behind the dish, Evan Ulrich. Batting sixth and at second base, Braden Broom. Batting seventh and at playing right field, Victor Valderrama. Batting eighth and at third base, Tyler Henriquez. And batting ninth and rounding out the lineup for the Joes is John Sanjewel. He will be out in left field. Joes in their black uniforms, yellow numbers with gray pants. Scouts in the Carolina Blues with white pants, gray caps. Weather's in the forecast. Not sure if it's going to rain at all today. Scattered thunderstorms in the area. Scouts were unable to get a game in yesterday. They were suspended through an inning or two. But hopefully we can get a full 9 innings in tonight. Here on this Wednesday evening, Castleman will dig in. Right-handed batter. First pitch is a ball outside from Noah Curry. Curry's making his fourth start of the season for the Scouts, 5.10 ERA. It's the first time he's pitching against the Joes this season, and another one misses outside, ball 2.
Noah Curry plays his college ball at University of Charleston. Did not get an at-bat or a start on the mound, rather, for the Golden Eagles this year. Product of Archbishop Moeller High School in Cincinnati.
The count's 2-0 to Logan. He was on a 6-game hit streak. The 2-0 on its way. Upstairs, ball 3, or actually ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk for Logan. He's aboard to start things off for the Joes, and now Cole Becker will come up to the plate. Becker is batting .259 this season. He's 2 for 11 against the Xenia Scouts. The Joes and Scouts are even 2-2 record against each other. First pitch to Becker, inside corner, strike called.
Becker had a good day yesterday against the Jazz. 2 for 5, scored 2 runs, also hit 1 in.
Curry sets. The left-handed pitcher deals home. This one's in on the hands and fouled off. Logan Castleman, who's on first base, is 12 for 13 in stolen base attempts this season. See if he'll be on the move here with 2 strikes on Becker. Joes lead the league in stolen bases at 61. Curry sets on the bump. And he's going to check on Castleman over there at first. And Castleman in there without even sliding. Able to get his left foot on the bag in time. Didn't have much of a lead over there. Fully turf field here at Grady's Field. Third time the Joes are playing here. That one misses up and high. Counts 1-2. Sammy Sass on deck. He's the DH hitter for the Joes in tonight's lineup. A ball and 2 strikes to Cole Becker. Curry pauses. Now delivers home. This is a curveball that did not break at all. It sailed high, and the count's even at 2-2. Two-two pitch on its way. Fouled off again. So Cole Becker staying alive in this at-bat after he fell quickly down 0-2 in the count. No score here in the top of the first inning. Logan Castleman on first base. He reached on a walk. Noah Curry on the mound for the Scouts. Sets. Looks over at Castleman. Now looks home. And this one's inside, and the count runs full.
Curry's struggling a little bit. When he finds the strike zone, he's able to put it in there good. But when he's missed by a lot. We've seen pitches go way upstairs, and that one runs way inside on Becker. Almost hit him.
Not super humid out. It actually cooled off a little bit. Around 80 degrees here in Xenia. The count is full to Cole Becker. Curry. The payoff. Fouled off again. Becker's staying alive. And Curry just can't send him back to the dugout just yet. Becker was down in the count 0-2. Has worked it full and has fouled off numerous balls from Curry. Joes would love to get the first two men on for Sammy Sass here in the top of the first. The count is full. Noah Curry will step off. Joes were able to score 2 runs in the top of the first inning yesterday. Logan Castleman had a leadoff triple and Becker singled to score him. The count is full. 3-2. Curry, the payoff. Lined into left center field. This one's hanging, and this one is going to be caught. A nice diving grab in left center field by Ben Weaver. For the first out of the inning, Weaver making a nice play out there in left center to steal a hit and maybe a run if it got by him.
Yeah, there was a nice play out there in center. Becker got just a little bit underneath that one. It was lined out there to left center, and it just hung up in the air for half a second too long, and that allowed Ben Weaver to come over and make a fantastic grab.
First pitch from Sammy Sass's line to the shortstop Lane, who makes the play, throws to first, but not in time. Castleman gets back, but 2 hard hit balls from the Joes and 2 outs as the Scouts have made some really nice plays out there in the field. We've seen a lot this season of Joes hitting it hard, but right at the defenders. Joes are 5th in the league with 194 hits on the season. 2 outs in the inning after Castleman led off with the walk. Matt Dietering up to the plate, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball breaks in there for a strike. Dietering betting 261 on the season. Went 1 for 4 in yesterday's game with a double and 3 strikeouts. Curveball again and Dietering in front. Swings and misses, and the count's 0-2.
This is a problem the Joes had yesterday with the Jazz starting pitcher. That curveball is really a lot slower than everything else they're seeing. They're way out in front right now.
This one off the end of the bat, and it's going to trickle into center field. Castleman around second. He'll head over to third safely, and there'll be runners on the corners with 2 outs after the Matt Dietering single. Kevin Schaaf tried to cut it off before it went into the outfield, but it just tipped off his mitt. Couldn't grab it. And now a big spot for Evan Ulrich, who's swinging a hot bat lately. Ulrich went 3 for 5 yesterday. Almost hit his first home run of the summer off the left field wall in his first at-bat against the Jazz yesterday. This time he's in another big spot in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch, lined fouled on the right side. Castleman on third, Matt Dietering on first with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The count is 0-1 to Evan Ulrich, who's been swinging a really hot bat. Average has gone all the way up to 273. The 0-1 from Curry. Hit right back up the middle. It's off Curry, and that's going to trickle into right field. That will score Castleman. So it's going to be a base hit for Ulrich as he hit it right off the back side of Curry. And there was no play going to be made from the Xenia Scouts defense, so the Joes strike first for the second straight game. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, Evan Ulrich, he hit the ball hard yesterday, almost got a home run, but the majority of his hits on this hot streak have been ground balls just like that, and he just seems to find the holes. That's exactly what he did, and the Joes have an early lead.
Joe's got 2 runs in the first inning yesterday, and this time Braden Broom sends one through the left side. Around third, heading home is Matt Dietering. The throw to the plate is not in time. An RBI single for Braden Broom, and the Joes scored 2 here in the first. So Braden Broom attacking the first pitch offering he saw from Noah Curry and hit it hard into left field, and Dietering got a good jump, scoring all the way from second base. Ulrich advances to second. There's 2 outs still. All the damage done from the Joes this inning has been with 2 outs. Victor Valderrama will come up to the plate. Curveball misses high and outside for a ball. So back-to-back RBI singles from Evan Ulrich and Braden Broom. They're both on base for the Joes with 2 outs. The pitch in on the hands and is sent out to center field for an easy play for Weaver. Weaver will catch it for the final out of the inning. The Joes were able to get 2 off the RBI singles from Evan Ulrich and Braden Broom. They take a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first here from Xenia. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Back here at Grady's Field, the Joes scored 2 in the top half of the inning to lead 2-0. Let's take a look at the Xenia Scouts lineup. Batting first and in center field, Ben Weaver. Batting second and DHing, Blake Emke. Batting third and at third base, Jackson Van Zee. Batting fourth and playing right field is Cole Stedman. Batting fifth and at first base, Patrick Hope. Batting sixth in the catching for the Scouts is Matt McNaney. Batting seventh in left field, Mike Archie. Batting eighth and then playing second base, Kevin Schaaf. And batting ninth and rounding out the lineup for the Scouts and playing shortstop is Kyle Lane. On the mound for the Hamilton Joes is Eric Roberts. Just came in earlier this week, making his first start of this summer for the Hamilton Joes. Junior out of Evansville. Appeared in 18 games at Evansville this past year at a 4.50 ERA. Pitched 30 innings, gave up 34 hits, 15 earned runs, 17 walks, 19 strikeouts. He also can hit. He had quite a bit of at-bats for the Aces. First pitch misses high to Ben Weaver.
Yeah, he led the team in slugging percentage back in 2019. He's got some hitting in his arsenal as well, but on the mound here for the Joes today. As you mentioned, arrived earlier this week on Tuesday.
Here's the pitch to Weaver. Misses inside for a ball. So I'm sure we're going to see a little bit of Eric Roberts on the mound and then in the batter's box as well this summer for the Joes. That one's in there for a strike. Count is 3-1 to Ben Weaver. Batting .262 on the season. The 3-1 on its way from Roberts. Misses at the letters, ball 4. So leadoff man is on for the Scouts here in the bottom of the first inning. Trying to make up those runs that they gave up in the top half. Blake Emke will dig in. Left-handed hitter for the Scouts. Batting .268 on the season. Blake Emke out of Oklahoma Christian University will stand in the batter's box with a runner on. The first pitch from Roberts, outside corner, strike called. Take a look at your defense real quick for the Hamilton Joes. San Jewel, Castleman, and Valderrama from left to right in the outfield. Left to right in the infield, Henriquez, Becker, Broom, Dietering, and then Ulrich is behind the dish. Runner on the move, but it's going to be sprayed in through the left side as the shortstop, Cole Becker, had to go to the second base to cover for the steal. So the hit and run worked to perfection there. And the first two Scouts are aboard here in the bottom of the first inning.
That's a tough hit to give up in your debut for Eric Roberts. That one normally, as you mentioned, would have been hit right at Cole Becker over there at short, but instead
would have been
ends up being a hit.
Probably would have been a double play ball if the runner wasn't on the move, but instead, first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning for Jackson Van Zee. Van Zee batting .278 on the season, but has struggled against Joe's pitching, 3 for 17. Curveball from Roberts misses low and outside. Roberts from the stretch sets at the numbers on the jersey, now delivers home. This one is sprayed through the right side, base hit. Victor Valderrama will field, and the runner at third is going to be held up. There's not going to be a play, but they're going to be loaded with nobody out for the Scouts. Ben Weaver was held at third. Victor Valderrama doing a good job to get that baseball in as quickly as possible. Back-to-back hits for the Scouts. They're loaded, nobody out for the cleanup hitter, Cole Stedman.
None of the hits have been hit too hard for the Scouts, but they've just found the holes in the infield. They just dribble or ground balls, and that's all it takes.
So bases loaded, nobody out for Cole Stedman. Batting from the left side, Roberts delivers home. It's high for a ball. Roberts did not start a game at Evansville this past year. All of his appearances came in relief, 18 total with the Aces. Counts 1-0 to Stedman. The pitch on its way from Roberts, swung on and missed. Stedman has 8 RBIs on the season, looking to add to that total here with a big opportunity to tie things up or maybe potentially take the lead in this inning. 1-1 the count to Stedman. Roberts fires home, high again, 2-1. Normal depth in the infield, but if it's hit hard in the corners, you might see one of the corner infielders for the Joes send it home for the force out. The 2-1 pitch, high and outside, ball 3. Eric Roberts has nowhere to put Stedman. 3-1 the count, bases are loaded. Roberts needs a strike here. It's on its way. He catches the piece of the strike zone. The count runs full. So a big pitch upcoming for Eric Roberts. 3-2 the count. Nobody out. They're loaded for the Scouts. Roberts comes set on the bump. The 3-2 is up high, ball 4. And the Scouts are on the board on the walk. Ben Weaver will come touch home plate, and they are still loaded with nobody out for Patrick Hope. So a walk to Ben Weaver, who just came around to score. Back-to-back singles from Emke and Van Zee, and now Stedman walking. And he's on first base. Patrick Hope comes up to the plate, batting from the left side, looks at his strike. Matt McNaney on deck for the Scouts. The 0-1 pitch from Roberts. Sails high again. A lot of Roberts' misses have been up high. Counts 1-1. The 1-1. Hit hard at the shortstop, Becker. Becker's going to flip to second for 1, and that's all they are going to get. Broom can't turn it. But the Joes were able to get the sure out and get the first out of the inning, but not until the Scouts tie it up. Blake Emke comes in to score, and runners are on the corners with one out in the inning. Chance for the Scouts to take the lead. Matt McNaney 1 for 6 against Joe's pitching this summer. First pitch from Roberts, high and outside for ball 1. Roberts going to check on the runner over there at first base. That's Patrick Hope, but he's back in time. Joes would love to get a ground ball here, try to turn 2 to end the inning and keep the game tied. Pitch from Roberts. Misses high again. So now the count's 2-0 to McNaney. Mike Archie's on deck. He's batting .265 on the season. 2 balls, no strikes. Here from Grady's field, the runners are on the corners. And once again, Roberts will fire over at first to try to pick off Hope, but Hope is back in time sliding head first. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. McNaney way ahead of that one. Couldn't time up that pitch from Roberts, and the count's 2-1. And once again, Roberts will go over to first base. But Hope is back safely. The count's 2-1 to Matt McNaney. Runners are on the corners. The pitch from Roberts misses high. Ball 3. 3-1 the count to Matt McNaney. Roberts from the stretch sets and now fires the 3-1. This one hit hard right side to Braden Broom. He flips to second for 1. Becker's turn is in time. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play, and the Joes and Scouts are all tied up after 1 inning at 2 apiece. We go to the second. Should be a fun one if this is going to be the way things are going to be playing out in each inning. Don't go away here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations, from burgers to pizza to sushi. Experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
Back here at Grady's Field in Xenia, Ohio. The Joes scored 2 in the top of the first inning, and then the Scouts answer with 2 themselves in the bottom of the first, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. As we enter the second inning, Tyler Henriquez will lead things off. for the Joes. Pitch from Curry on its way. High for a ball. Enriquez batting .235 on the season. As a home run, the only home run from a Joes hitter at Foundation Field, and this one flies out of the hands and into the Scouts' dugout. And now Enriquez is going to have to go trot over and receive it from one of the Scouts players.
Gave a little wave. That is something that we've seen at Foundation Field a lot. The bat just flying out of the hands. First time we've seen it from a Joe's hitter, I believe. At least to that degree.
The count's 1-1. The pitch from Curry. Curveball that had a lot of break to it. In the strike zone for strike 2.
That curveball almost looks like it's slipping out of his hand when he throws it. It starts so high, it looks like it's going to go well over the catcher's head and finishes in the zone.
1-2. He goes back to that curveball, jammed down the third base line, foul.
You've really got to wait on that thing in the box. That's tough to stand in on because his fastball and his curveball just have such a huge speed difference, and you combine that with the movement his curveball has as well. That's a really tough pitch to hit.
The 1-2. Swung on and miss. Wasn't really much of a swing there from Henriquez. His kind of lighthearted swing. He's retired for the first out of the inning, and now John Sanjul will step in. Sanjul's been swinging the hot bat lately for the Joes. 6-game hit streak, which is currently the longest on the team. He had a rough start to this season, but now his average is up to .261. Pitch from Curry, outside corner, called strike.
That's good enough for 6th on the team after, towards the beginning of the season, he was near the bottom.
The 0-1 is high and inside for a ball. 1-1 to count to John Sanjul. Lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch from Curry is flared into left field, and that will get down for a base hit and potentially more. Sanjul around first. He's going to head into second with a stand-up double.
Yeah, that was just a light push shot out there to left field, and it had a lot of side spin. As soon as it fell down in fair territory, it went right at the fence. And Mike Archie, the left fielder for the Scouts, had trouble pulling that one off the track, and so that'll give John Sanjul a double.
Sanjul extends his hit streak to 7 after that base hit. Now the top of the order, Logan Castleman will watch that curveball that has a lot of break to it, not super fast at all, into the strike zone, strike 1. You wonder if one of the Joes hitters are just sitting on that curveball, sit back on it, and they can send that one for a ride. Instead, the count's 0-1 to Logan. Sanjul on the move to third. The throw is not in time. Sanjul swipes third. It was a good throw, but Sanjul got a really good jump over there, a couple feet off second base. And now a fly ball could probably score him if it's hit far enough. Castleman walked and came around to score in the first inning. The count's 1-1. The pitch from Curry. Curveball. And that one is a strike. Ooh. That one looked a bit high and outside, but called strike anyways, and now Castleman's going to have to battle up there at the plate. The count is 1-2. John Sanjul is on third base with 1 out in the inning. Curveball, that one doesn't break enough at the letters ball 2. Two the count. Curry delivers home inside, ball 3. Count runs full. Cole Becker's on deck. He hit one in the left center gap, his first at bat, but Ben Weaver made a diving grab for the first out back in the first inning. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Castleman down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
Curry goes fastball there, and after Logan Castleman watched so many of those curveballs in the zone, don't think he was used to seeing that one get blown by. He took a swing but wasn't able to make contact.
It's quite the difference in speed from Curry's fastball to curveball. First pitch to Becker, runs inside for a ball. And like you mentioned, he kept going with those curveballs to Castleman, and then Castleman couldn't catch up to that 3-2 fastball. 1-0 the count with 2 outs in the inning. John Sanju on third base. Pitch from Curry. It's a curveball inside. Broke a little too much. It counts 2-0. Cole Becker is 2 for 12 against Scouts pitching this season. The 2-0 from Curry. Misses high, ball 3. 3 straight balls thrown. And Cole Becker has a decision to make here if he wants to go swinging at a pitch that probably could be all around the sweet spot. The 3-0 from Curry. It's a fastball right down the middle, but Becker watches it go by. Count is 3-1 to Cole. Sanjul's on third base. He doubled, then swiped third base. The 3-1. Hit hard left side. That's through for a base hit. Cole Becker has an RBI single. John Sanjul in to score, and the Joes retake the lead.
The hot bats continue to provide for the Joes. Evan Ulrich had an RBI in the last inning. John Sanjul with a big double, and now Cole Becker gets himself an RBI of his own, and now the Joes retake the lead.
Joes now lead 3-2 here in the top of the second. Sammy Sass will come up to the plate, hit one hard, but right at the shortstop, who made a nice play for a line out. Sass coming into today's game, batting .278 on the season. Curry fires home, outside corner called strike. Curry from the stretch now comes set with his right foot in front of his left. Looks over at first, looks back at home, back at first, and time is called from Sammy Sass. So Sass will step out of the box and get right back in. Batting from the right side, out of right state, trying to extend this inning. Hits one hard down the third base line, but it's snagged before it goes in the outfield by Jackson Van Zee. So Sammy Sass, for the second straight at bat, hits one hard, but right at a Xenia scout infielder on the left side. We go to the bottom of the second. Joes were able to retake the lead. They lead 3-2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home. We don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. Back here in Xenia, Joe is able to get a run in the top of the second inning to lead 3-2. Off the RBI single from Cole Becker that scored John Sanjul from third. And now Mike Archie will come up to the plate. He'll lead things off for the Scouts here in the bottom of the second. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Scouts here this inning. Roberts gets Archie to swing and miss, and the bat goes flying. And We also saw Archie do that at Foundation Field last week.
Yes, he did.
He doesn't wear any batting gloves, and I don't think there's any tape on the bat either. So you're kind of playing with fire there with little to no grip. It appears like he does have some tape on it this time around, but still, the bat went flying. He swung and missed, so the count's 0-1. Roberts from the wind. Slider outside. Good pitch there, but just misses a couple inches off the plate. Ulrich tried to do his best to frame it.
Zach Breeden just moved into the Joe's pen, so we'll see how long Roberts goes here.
Another slider in there for a strike. 1-2 the count to Archie. Archie is 2 for 4. A small sample size against Joe's pitching this summer. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying. For the second time this at-bat, but this time the Joes will throw it around because it's strike 3. Archie is down on strikes, and Eric Roberts gets his first strikeout of the season.
That was a good at-bat to start off for Eric Roberts. Obviously, he struggled a little bit in that last inning, but a couple of those weren't really his fault, as we were talking about over the break. All the balls that were hit off him were pretty soft, and a couple of untimely walks meant that he gave up 2 runs.
Ben Weaver walked to lead things off in the first, and then Blake Emke hit one on the left side. It would have been an easy double play for the Joes, but Cole Becker had to go over to second because Weaver was on the move. The hit and run was played to perfection for the Scouts, and they were able to get 2 across in the inning. That one's in the turf. Ulrich stabs at it, and the count's 2-0 to the 8-hitter Kevin Schaaf. Schaaf is batting .269 on the season for the Scouts. Roberts finds the strike zone there. 2-1 now. 3-1 actually, as home plate umpires signal back here to the press box. 3-1 pitch. Softly hit, straight back, fouled ball. The count's full. Eric Roberts trying to get his second strikeout in a row. The pitch. Lined foul. Count remains 3-2. Schaaf is battling up there at the plate. On deck is Kyle Lane, who's 0 for 5 on the season. The payoff pitch is runged up. Man, that looked low. I thought for sure that was a walk. Schaaf watched it go by below the knees, but he's rung up for the second K here in this inning.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball, and it was starting to dive as it crossed the plate, and maybe that was why it looked as low as it was when it reached Evan Ulrich's glove. But nonetheless, back-to-back strikeouts.
And this is just a jam shot into shallow center field. Braden Broom will go out and track it down for the third and final out. So after a rough start to Eric Roberts' day, he has a quick 1-2-3 inning with striking out 2 batters. We go to the third, Joe's 3, Scouts 2, here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joe's game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit. because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious.
Back here for inning number 3 in Xenia. Joes lead 3-2. Matt Dietering will lead things off for the Joes. Dietering singled in his last at-bat, and this one goes behind Dietering. Curry was trying to throw that curveball that's been working for him, but that one misses way out of the zone, you can say. This time he finds the strike zone on the fastball. The count's 1-1 to Dietering. Dietering singled and came around to score. Hits this one hard to deep center field. Backtracking is Weaver, and he'll camp under it for a brief moment. And we'll make the grab for out number 1 in the 3rd. So Dietering's retired on the fly out, and now Evan Ulrich will come up to the plate. Had a clutch RBI single with 2 outs in the inning. We've seen a lot of RBI singles from Ulrich with 2 outs. First pitch is low at the shins for a ball. Ulrich's 4 for 8. He's really successful against Scouts pitching, and he ropes this one down the left field line. That is going to get down and over the wall for a ground rule double. Evan Ulrich barreled that one up, and it one hops over the fence. And it's a 1-out double for the Joes.
Man, he has really found his rhythm over the past week or so. It's come up kind of almost all of a sudden, really.
Talk about a dynamic duo with him and Sammy Sass.
Yeah, and you got to think now with Sass playing in the DH spot and Ulrich doing that yesterday as well, that
they could just alternate.
If the Joes were to play in a decisive game, maybe those are the 2 guys that you go to for the catcher and DH in the lineup.
Broom way ahead on the off-speed pitch from Curry. The count's 0-1. Braden Broom had an RBI single as well back in the first inning. Curry from the stretch. Ulrich's over there at second. Long pause, and Curry's going to step off, and no one was there to guard the bag for the Scouts. The count's 0-1 to Braden Broom. Did not play in yesterday's game. 4 for 10 against the Scouts this year. That one inside. And the count's even at 1. Lights are on, even though it's still pretty light out here in Xenia. Curry looks over at second. Now looks home, delivers home. It's a curveball that is outside. Couldn't break across the plate. The count's 2-1. Braden Broom will restrap his red batting gloves, gets right back in the box, and readies for the next pitch. Curry, the left-handed thrower, delivers home. This one is chopped softly in between the catcher and third base, and this is going to be an infield single. I think there was some miscommunication with Matt McNady and Noah Curry on who was going to get the baseball. A swinging bunt for Braden Broom. He has his second hit of the day. And actually, Evan Ulrich stayed put at second base, so it was only first and second with 1 out.
Yeah, I think Ulrich would have gotten probably thrown out at third if he went. As catcher behind the plate, McNaney was facing that way when he picked the ball up.
First pitch to Valderrama is high and in for a ball. Victor flew out to center field in his first at-bat back in the first inning. Trying to deliver for the Joes and extend their lead. Curry fires home. This one off the end of the bat on the right side, and they're only going to have 1 play. That's the first base, and actually Valderrama's in there safely as Patrick Hope dropped the lob throw from Kevin Schaaf. wow. I think Patrick Hope just didn't watch it all the way into the glove and was focused on Ulrich, who was maybe taking a hard round around third base. But Valderrama reaches on the E1, or E3 actually, and the bases are loaded with 1 out in the inning for Tyler Henriquez. Henriquez struck out swinging his last at-bat. First pitch is outside.
You got to get the ball to the outfield in whatever means possible here for Henriquez. You don't want to strike out, and you don't want to, of course, hit into a double play ball.
Corners are level at the bag. Middle infielders are in double play depth. The 1-0 misses for a ball. 2-0 the count. So Henriquez probably sitting dead red fastball here, with the count being 2-0. It's on its way. It's a fastball at the knees for a strike. John Sanjul's on deck for the Joes. He doubled and came around to score in the second inning. Joes trying to extend their lead, which currently sits at 1. Bases are loaded with 1 out here in the top of the third. Curry sets, kicks, fires, hit hard through the left side. Base hit for Tyler Henriquez. Ulrich will come in to score. Around third and heading home is Braden Broom. The play at the plate, not in time. Broom slides head first across home, and the Joes have a 3-run lead. Henriquez will advance to second on the throw, so runners will be on second and third for the hot bat of John Sanjul.
We're going to get a mound visit here. The Joes are finally starting to find holes here in tonight's game. That's been probably their biggest issue at the plate this season. They've done a good job getting the bat on the ball. They've barreled up many times, but
seems like the only guy that can't find a hole right now is Sammy Sass.
Sammy
Sass
Sass
lineouts.
had 2 lineouts, yeah. But everyone else in the Joes lineup today has kind of found those gaps. But yeah, Sammy Sass is kind of embodying what the Joes have had at the plate all season long, and that being just hitting the ball towards wherever the players in the field may be. But now a big situation here for John Sanjul, and if he can just continue this hot streak, he could blow this game open for the Joes. A single could potentially put them in front by 5.
5-2 the score. With 1 out in the inning, the Joes have runners on second and third. There is a man warming up in the scout's pen on the left side. Unable to get a number for you just yet. But John Sanjul on a 7-game hit streak after he got a base hit in his first at-bat in the second. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Curry sets on the rubber, now delivers home. The pitch is inside, almost hit John Sanjul, but it's a ball.
Zach Breeden no longer in the Joes' pen, so he had a short stint in there. We'll see if they bring him in or if they just decided to pull him and keep Roberts in the game.
The 1-0. Upstairs ball 2.
And I know John Sanjul's been swinging the hot bat, but if you're Noah Curry here, you do not want to walk him because the top of the order would come up with the bases loaded. Logan Castleman is on deck.
Valderrama on third, Henriquez on second for the Joes. 1 out in the inning. The 2-0 is a curveball that curls into the strike zone for a strike. And the count's 2-1. Sanjul waving his bat in the batter's box. The pitch, ground ball, chopped foul. And the count's 2-2 to John Sanjul out of Columbia in the Ivy League. He's the only guy from California on this Joes team. He's up in a big spot here, try to extend the Joes lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. The pitch from Curry is going to be hit through the right side. The play at the plate, not in time. Patrick Hope threw it home, but Valderrama got an excellent jump and was able to slide in there safely. So the Scouts don't record an out. Runners are on the corners, 1 out in the inning. And another run comes across.
Yeah, this lead is just extended further, and now you've got Castleman and Becker who've been hitting the ball really well in the past couple of games.
Runners on the corners, 1 out in the inning, top of the order, and Logan Castleman comes up, watches the strike go by on the outside half of the plate. Castleman 0 for 1 today, but reached on his first at-bat. He walked in the first and came around to score. Matt McNaney will step in front of home plate, deliver some signs to his infielders on what kind of play they want to do if a bunt is maybe laid down or a ground ball on the corners. Runner on the move. This one's popped straight up in the middle of the infield. Actually to Patrick Hope over on the right side. Hope underneath it makes the grab for the second out. Sanjul was on the move to second, but Logan Castleman swings it, the pitch, and pops it up in the infield. He's retired for the second out. And now Cole Becker up to the plate. He's the 8th man to bat in the inning.
Yeah, Sanjul was lucky on that one that it was hit as high as it was because he was pretty much all the way at second when he had to turn around. But luckily, Castleman put that one up pretty high and he was able to get back.
Cole Becker 1 for 2 today. He was able to single through the left side of the infield his last at-bat in the second. The first pitch to Becker in the turf, but a nice slide to the left and keeping it in front from McNaney to hold that runner at third. Enriquez is over at third base. John Sanjul is on first for the Joes with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Pitch from Curry. Sanjul on the move. The throw down is going to be cut off before it got all the way to second base from Schaaf. And now runners on second and third. The Joes have 3 hits in the inning. And they've scored 3 here in the third to take a 6-2 lead. Could they add to that total here with Cole Becker up to the plate? The 2-0. Curveball in the strike zone. Becker watches it go by. The count's 2-1. Curry comes set on the mound. Kicks, fires home. It's a curveball. And Becker pops it up in the middle of the infield. Kyle Lane calls everyone off, makes the grab. It was a curveball, but Becker just got way too far underneath it. That's the third and final out of the top of the third inning. Joe scored 3. They leave 2 stranded, but they now lead 6-2 as we go to the bottom half of the third here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Eric Roberts' day is done. New pitcher in for the Joes is going to be Zach Breeden. But let's take a look at Roberts' final stat line today. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. So 2s all across the stat line from Roberts today. First pitch from Breeden is fouled straight back. Breeden out of Miami University of Hamilton. The 0-1, high and outside, ball 1.
Breeden had an abbreviated warm-up yesterday. He was going to possibly come into the game if Alex Kerr got into a jam in the bottom of the ninth, and that never happened. So he never came in. He had a bullpen yesterday.
Breeden making his 7th appearance of the season for the Joes. The count's 2-1. And this one is softly hit into shallow left field. Sanjul on the run in towards the infield to make the catch. So a quick out for Zach Breeden to start his day. And now the 2-hitter Blake Emke will come up to the plate. Emke singled in his first at-bat through the left side of the infield. Breeden has a 5.19 ERA for the Joes as Emke watches a strike go by. The 0-1. Foul out of play. Breeden has pitched 8 2/3, has given up 7 hits, 5 earned runs, walked 7, struck out 10. The 0-2. Misses high. Breeden didn't have his best stuff the other night up in Newark against the Bison, but trying to make up for it today. Just struggled with his command in that game. The pitch popped up. Who's going to get it? Henriquez calls off Ulrich and will make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Joe's trying to get the scouts in order for the second straight inning. Roberts was able to get the scouts 1, 2, 3 in his final inning of work. See if Breeden can do it in his first inning today. Van Zee will step into the batter's box, batting from the right side. He too singled. And an off-speed pitch in there for a strike in the inner half of the plate. Breeden against the Bison went an inning and a third, gave up 4 earned runs, 3 hits. But finds the strike zone there, and Van Zee is down in the count 0-2. Breeden, the wind, the pitch, ground ball to Henriquez over at third base. He fields, he fires to Dietering over at first, across the diamond, in time for the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 for the second straight inning from Joe's pitching. We go to the top of the 4th. Joe's 6, Scouts 2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pate Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfeffer
Becker and Xenia, new pitcher for the Scouts. It's Aaron Plotkin. Sammy Sass will lead things off. He's lined out twice to the third baseman and shortstop. He's hit it hard, but right at them. See if he can find a hole here in his third at-bat tonight. Plotkin is a 0 ERA through 7 innings pitched. This is his third appearance this season for the Scouts. Pitch to Sass is chopped over to third base to Van Zee. Van Zee plays it on a hop throw to first in time. So Sass going after the first pitch, but can't do anything with it. And there's one out in the inning. Matt Dietering will come up to the plate now. Aaron Plotkin last pitched on June 12th against this Joe's team. He went 5 innings, gave up no earned runs, 3 hits, did not walk any, and struck out 5 batters. Dietering is 1 for 2 today. Batting from the left side. Pitch from Plotkin is line straight back foul. One the count to Dietering. It's a righty on lefty matchup. Plotkin sets, delivers home. That one just misses high and outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Dietering, who will be playing his ball at the University of Toledo. 2 balls and a strike. Plotkin's pitch. Skips in the turf. 3-1 the count now to Matt Dietering. Plotkin on the rubber. Throws the 3-1 home. It's chopped right back to him. Plotkin will have to race to the bag, and he gets there sliding head first in time. Some miscommunication between Patrick Hope and Aaron Plotkin, as Hope wasn't there, so Plotkin had to turn on the jets and dove head first to tap on the bag before Dietering could get there. So now 2 outs in the inning, and Evan Ulrich will come up to the plate.
Ulrich started things in the last inning for the Joes with that ground rule double. After him, 4 more base runners would reach in a row for the Joes.
Ulrich is 2 for 2 today with a single and a double. The count's 0-1 to Ulrich. Plotkin shakes off the first signal, now gets his pitch. And throws a curveball. Didn't curve much, stayed inside for a ball. Evan Ulrich is 7 for his last 13. He is on fire. The 1-1 slider outside off the plate. Plotkin doesn't like the call from Jim Enright, but from our view it looked like it was a couple inches outside. Two-one the count now, with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. The pitch from Plotkin. This time he gets a piece of the plate in the outside corner. And the count's even at 2. Joes lead by 4 runs. They've scored a run in each inning thus far, but scoreless here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Evan Ulrich strikes out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Scouts. And they'll come up to the plate in the bottom of the 4th, trailing by 4 runs. You're listening to Hamilton Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Zach Breeden in for the Joes for his second inning of work today. Joes lead 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Both the runs scored from the Scouts were in the first inning. Since they've been retired 6 straight in the second and third. Joes looking to win their second straight and get within a half game of first place because the Scouts, or excuse me, the Steam, who are in first place right now, we're supposed to play a doubleheader against the Marlins, but that got canceled. And the Jazz and Bison were also supposed to play a doubleheader, but that too got canceled. This is the only game going on tonight in the South Division. This is a chopper foul from Cole Stedman. Stedman walked in his last at-bat for the Scouts back in the first inning. Breeden's 0-1. Misses outside on the breaking ball. Breeden back to work. Up high. 2-1 the count to Cole Stedman.
Stedman has got back into the swing of things nicely, batting .269, fourth on the team after not having a collegiate season this year for Birmingham Southern.
Breeden throws the 2-2 home. Dives low for a ball. Counts full. Stedman came into today's game batting .269. Trying to get on base here. The 3-2 high and outside, ball 4. So Stedman's aboard to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. On the walk. Good at bat there from Stedman, and now Patrick Hope will come up to the plate. Hope grounded out into fielder's choice. Batting from the left side. We'll step in the batter's box. Breeden from the stretch on the mound. Delivers home. That one is a ball. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Middle infielders in double play depth. Curveball in there for a strike. Nice pitch there from Breeden. 1-1 the count now. Breeden sets. Kicks. Fires home. It's another breaking ball, and it fools Hope. Way ahead of that one. And the count's 1-2. Breeden trying to get his first strikeout of the evening. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hope strikes out. And it's Breeden's first K of the day.
That was a great at-bat from Zach. He really dominated there. The breaking ball was working well, and Hope had a lot of trouble tracking it.
So 1 out in the inning. Matt McNaney will come up to the plate. He grounded out in a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. This time he lines one into center field for a base hit. Around second, heading to third is Stedman. Castleman will throw it to the cutoff man, and there's going to be runners on the corners with 1 out. after that base hit from McNaney. Now Michael Archie will come up to the plate. He had quite the at-bat. The bat went flying out of his hands twice, and one of those 2 times was the strike 3 swinging.
I don't know if his coach made him do it or what, but since he's picked up a pair of batting gloves for himself.
He has his white batting gloves on now. Chance to cut in to their own deficit, which sits at 4 right now, but runners on the corners. Watches the strike go by, the count's 0-1. Kevin Schaaf on deck, he struck out looking. The 0-1 from Breeden. Misses just a tad high for a ball. Archie tried to get out of the way of that one, but it was nowhere close near his head. It was just middle of the strike zone, but up high at the letters. Popped up in the middle of the infielder, and Braden Broom calls everyone off. Makes the catch. 2 outs. We lost sight of that baseball. Got through our sight line here from the press box here at Grady's Field. So it's hard to gauge where initially the pop-up's going to be played at in the infield, but went over to Braden Broom for the second out of the inning. See if Breeden can strand those runners on the corners. Misses inside there to Kevin Schaaf. 6-2 the score, bottom of the 4th inning here in Xenia. Breeden sends it home. Outside corner, called strike.
Great frame there from Ulrich.
Looked maybe just an inch or 2 off the plate, but Ulrich doing a good job to frame it. And Enright called it a strike. The count's 1-1. Hit hard and over the head of the third baseman, Henriquez. This will score a run, and both runners will advance 90 feet as McNaney held up at second base, took a long turn around second to maybe head towards third, but good job from San Jewel to track it down quickly and get it back in the infield. Scouts score a run, though, and the lead is now only 3 for the Joes. We saw the Joes blow a 5-run lead last week against the Bison. They had a 4-run lead tonight. Hopefully they can just finish it out. Have a stress-free game in the late innings. First and second for the Scouts with 2 outs in the inning. The 9-hitter Kyle Lane up to the plate. He is 0 for 6 total on the season. Most of his appearances for the Scouts this season came on the mound. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Lane way late on that one. He popped out to Braden Broom at second base his last at-bat. 1 ball and a strike. Breeden's pitch. Called strike. Right down the middle, maybe just a tad up in the strike zone. But Lane watches it go by, and now he's going to have to battle up there at the plate. Counts 1-2. Breeden sets. Now sends it home. Low and in, and that hit Kyle Lane. And Breeden disagrees. He didn't think it hit him. But Enright said it did. And now they're loaded for the top of the order. So not ideal to hit the batter that hasn't had a hit all season. So Breeden now in a tough spot on the mound for the Joes. They are loaded for the Scouts with 2 outs in the inning. They lead by 3, but the tying run is on base for the Scouts. And it's a ball high from Breeden to Ben Weaver, who's 0 for 1 today. Weaver's the 7th man to bat in the inning. Breeden gets some rosin on the left hand. Now sets on the bump. The 1-0 is hit hard into right center gap, and that is going to get down for a base hit and past Victor Valderrama. Valderrama will pick it up. 2 runs will score. The throw to second is not in time It's a 2 RBI double, and the Scouts are within 1. "6-5 the game right now. And the 8th man to come up to the plate is Blake Emke.
And we're going to get a mound visit here. Zach Breeden had a pretty good start to this inning, but he's just struggled a little bit up there on the mound over these past couple batters.
Back-to-back outings from Breeden where he's really struggled. Runners are on second and third with 2 outs in the inning.
Interesting. Field umpire Ron Black is in the conference for the Joes. He had the ball in his hand that whole time while he was actually talking to Breeden before the mound visit even happened, and then he had some words for Breeden and Brian Finnerty while they were beginning their conference. So not sure what that was, but...
And the base umpire, Ron Black, is writing something down, so maybe a warning was given out to Breeden. Some frustration maybe showing from Breeden, who needs to try to settle down here and record the final out, because the go-ahead run is on second base. Tying run is on third for the Scouts. Joe's entered to the inning up 6-2. But the Scouts have scored 3 to claw their way back in it. Blake Emke is 1 for 2 today, a single and a pop-out. First pitch from Breeden is fouled off straight back to the net. No balls and a strike to Emke. And he fouls this one off pretty much the same spot. And the count's 0-2. So Breeden, right where he wants Emke. Has to be smart where he throws this pitch. Don't want to leave anything over the plate. The 0-2. And the turf, and Ulrich able to grab it and apply the tag for the 3rd out of the inning. The Scouts score 3 and get within 1 run, but the Joes still lead 6-5 as we go to the 5th. Here from Xenia.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Six to 5 the score as we go to the 5th inning here at Grady's Field. Scouts able to get 3 in the bottom of the 4th to get their way back in this game. Leading things off for the Joes is going to be Braden Broom. Broom is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. See if he can get on here and get things started for the 5th inning. First pitch from Plotkin is a ball up high. Plotkin has been really successful against Joes this year. But he's thrown back-to-back balls in the first at-bat of the inning to Braden Broom. Two-0 count to Broom. Plotkin sets, now throws home, and Broom swung at ball 3. It was up high. Broom went chasing. Victor Valderrama on deck and Henriquez in the hole for the Joes. All three will bat in the inning. The 2-1. Way outside, ball 3. Valderrama, who's on deck, is 0 for 2 today, but reached on an error. And he was able to come around to score in that 3-run third inning for the Joes. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch from Plotkin grounded foul. Down the left side. And the count is now full to Braden Broom. Broom is 5 for 11 at the plate against Scouts pitching this season. The payoff pitch, it's a curveball, and it's a jam shot over the shortstop Kyle Lane. He has to charge in. The throw is offline, and Braden Broom will reach, and he'll hold put over at first base. I'm going to assume that's going to be an error on the shortstop Kyle Lane.
Yeah, that was a slow roller off the handle of the bat, and I think it may have broken. Made an interesting noise, but anyway, it went over to short, and it was a slow roller, but that's still, a play that should have been made by Kyle Lane, and so Braden Broom is able to reach. Good job by McNaney, though, to come out and back the throw up, which meant that Broom wasn't able to get over to second after the ball got by.
It's going to be an E6. First pitch to Valderrama is a strike looking. Plotkin from the stretch. Pauses, fires, hit up the middle, and through the diving infield for a base hit. Kyle Lane couldn't stop that one. And Victor Valderrama has his first single of the evening. First and second, nobody out for the Joes here in the 5th.
That was a hard hit ball right up the middle. Lane had a good attempt at it, but just missed it as it bounced over second base. Now with nobody out in the inning, the Joes with a chance to restore their lead.
Tyler Henriquez will come to bat. He's 1 for 2 today, with a strikeout and an RBI single in his last at-bat. He was able to ground it through the left side of the infield for an RBI single. First and second, nobody out here in the 5th. Plotkin looks over a couple times over at second base. Now fires home. It's a curveball. Misses low. Looked really good, but Enright said it was below the knees of Henriquez. Counts 1-0. Plotkin trying to get a strike here. He throws home. Inside corner, called strike. And the count's 1-1 to Henriquez. First and second, nobody out. Henriquez trying to get on base here and be the third straight man to get on for the Joes in the inning. And Plotkin is going to lift his knee and look over at second base. No throw. Plotkin will get back on the rubber. Will laser into the signal behind the dish from Matt McNaney. He sets, he fires, and this is swung on and missed from Henriquez. And the count's 1-2. Henriquez going to have to battle up there at the plate. Let's see what Plotkin goes to here. He has a nice curveball, or he can go with that fastball. But instead he'll step off again. Trying to make sure Brandon Broom doesn't get too far off second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Henriquez. The pitch from Plotkin is swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying for the second time from Henriquez tonight. That's the first out of the inning. Tower Thaman will go and retrieve the bat of Henriquez, and Henriquez will walk over to Thaman and get his bat. Has gone for a ride twice. Henriquez has done it, and Michael Archie has done it. So we've seen that from both teams, and now we're going to have a mountain visit. John Sanjul will be coming up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a double and a fielder's choice. There is some movement over in the Scouts' pen, and that is going to be the end of Plotkin's day. So a quick outing from Plotkin. But the Scouts are going to go to a new pitcher. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll let you know all about the new pitcher for the Scouts. First and second, 1 out around the corner when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
New pitcher for the Scouts is Mason Packwood. Packwood making his 9th appearance on the season. Has pitched 17 1/3 innings this season thus far. 22 earned runs given up, 29 hits. Has only struck out 9, has walked 8. Is 11.44 ERA, 4.2 ERA. And now he'll come in to pitch against John Sanjul, but we're going to have a quick visit between McNaney and Packwood real quick. In between first and home plate and the mound. 1 out in the inning. First and second for the Joes. The 9-hitter Sanjul up to the plate, batting from the left side. He's 1 for 2 today. Top of the order's on deck. That's Logan Castleman. Packwood, the southpaw pitcher, sets at the belt. Kicks, fires outside for a ball. The Scouts are 6th in team ERA at 4.79. But they don't strike out many. Only 147 strikeouts on the year, which is 13th out of 14 teams. Ground ball right side to Sanjul. Hope will step on the bag, and that's all he'll do. Both runners advance 90 feet. It'll be second and third with 2 outs for the top of the order, Logan Castleman. Castleman is hitless on the day today. He's 0 for 2. He walked back in the first inning, came around to score, but since he struck out and popped out. Has a chance to stretch the lead to 3 with maybe a base hit here. Pitch, curveball, nice block. from McNaney to keep it in front. Braden Broom is on third. Victor Valderrama's on second. With 2 outs in the inning. Castleman at the plate. Another one that it misses low. 2-0 now to Castleman. Cole Becker is on deck if Castleman can reach. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch from Packwood outside, ball 3. The count to Logan. He came into today's game on a 6-game hit streak, but is hitless thus far. As we enter the 5th inning, the 3-0. That one finds the strike zone for a strike. 3-1 the count. Starting to darken here in Xenia. Lights are on. They've been on since like the 2nd inning. Joe's lead by a run. Trying to stretch that lead here with 2 outs. The pitch swung on and missed. Castleman with a big cut there. But it finds the mitt of McNaney for strike 2. The count is full with 2 outs in the inning. Big pitch upcoming. The 3-2 from Packwood. Lined up the middle. That is going to be a base hit for Logan Castleman. 2 runs will come across for the Joes. It's a 2 RBI single for Logan Castleman, and the lead is back to 3 for the Joes.
That's a clutch hit there from Logan. He doesn't let the momentum of the at-bat carry him into a strikeout after being up 3-0, falling back to a 3-2 count. He just shoots one up the middle, and it's 2 RBIs and gives the Joes some breathing room back.
First pitch to Becker is lined down the left field line. Fair ball. That will get all the way to the wall. Castleman's hustling. He's around 30s heading home. The cutoff, the throw to the plate is not in time. Castleman scores all the way from first base. And over there at second is Cole Becker with an RBI double. So 2 big hits from the 1-2 hitters in the lineup. Castleman gets the 2 RBI single, and then shortly after, Cole Becker attacks the first pitch from Packwood, lines it down the left field line for another RBI, and the lead is back to 4 for the Joes.
And that ball was hit hard out there to left. Cole Becker really got a hold of it, and he's just one of many guys whose bat has just come alive for the Joes as of late.
Sammy Sass will come up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. And that's a ball outside. Joes have 11 hits. We're not even through 5. And Sammy Sass is the only guy in the lineup without a hit. He hit 2 hard to the left side, but right at the infielders for 2 lineouts. Let's see if he can get a base hit here. He crushes this one to deep left field, and that ball is gone! 2-run shot for Sammy Sass. His 2nd home run of the season, and the Joes lead 11-5.
What an inning from the Joes. Sammy Sass gets a hold of one out there to left, and they are rolling here. We talked to the coaching staff earlier in the year, and while the pitching was really good and the bats were struggling, they said, the bats, a lot of these guys haven't seen plate appearances in a long time. The bats will come, and maybe this is that point in the year for the Joes, Sam. They're really coming to play today.
It's a 5-run inning. All of the runs have come off 2 outs. 3 straight hits. We had the RBI single from Castleman, a RBI double from Becker, and then Sammy Sass putting one over the wall in left field for a 2-run homer. The lead is now 6 for the Joes. A 5-run inning here in the 5th. The count is 1-1 to Matt Dietering. It's a curveball that misses low below the knees, ball 2. So every hitter in the Joes lineup has had a hit tonight. Chopper right side, but this one's going to dribble foul. Counts now 2-2 to Dietering, who is 1 for 3 today. Grounded out to first base in his last at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Packwood swung on and missed. Dietering is retired. He was the 8th man to bat, and 8 guys for the Joes came up to the plate. They score 5 in the 5th inning after the Scouts got within a run. They lead 11-5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Joes lead by 6 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Zach Breeden is out there for his 3rd inning of work today. He had a choppy go at it in the 4th inning. He gave up 3 runs, but let's see if he can have a better inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Van Zee will lead off for the Scouts. He's 1 for 2 today. He'll step in to the batter's box. Batting from the right side, the pitch from Breeden is high and in for a ball. How about the Joes hitting today, Luke?
Yeah, it's been really, really good. And we've seen some guys that struggled earlier in the year that have really started to perform up to their standards at the plate. Guys like Becker, Ulrich, and Sanjul. And they've pulled their weight tonight.
The 2-0 is another ball that misses up high. It counts 3-0. There's some guys warming up in the Joe's pen. And Breeden finds a strike zone high in the zone there. 3-1.
One of the guys in the pen is Adam Dieringer. Not sure who the other one is just yet.
And the 3-1 inside ball 4. So leadoff man is aboard for the Scouts. They got some runs to make up after giving up 5 in the top half of the inning. Cleanup hitter Cole Stedman will trot into the batter's box. He doesn't have an at-bat today. Both plate appearances have resulted in walks. And Breeden struggling to find the strike zone. You got to think if Breeden can't retire Stedman, it might be the end of his night. The 1-0 pitch on its way. Breaking ball. And now Ulrich is going to go chat with Breeden. After Breeden's thrown 6 straight balls to start the inning. The Joes have 12 hits through their 5 innings up to the plate. They scored 11 the other night on Sunday against the Steam. We thought that might have been an offensive explosion, but tonight it's been much more than that. They already have 11 runs on the board. I'm sure they'll be looking for more. Steam just trying to manufacture some runs and get back into it. The 1-0 is sprayed out of play. That was actually the 2-0 pitch. It counts 2-1 to Stedman. Joes and Scouts are even 2-2 against each other. Joes won the first game 4-3, then lost 6-5, 6-0, and then were able to beat the Scouts 3-2 the last time these two teams played. Joes are an even 5-5 on the road, and the Scouts are 4-4 at home. 3-1 the count. Breeden needs to throw a strike. He does, and it's fouled off. Count's now full to Stedman, who was 3 for 12 against Joe's pitching this summer. Breeden has 2 strikeouts today. Trying to get another here to pay off. Fouled straight back. Breeden came in to pitch in the 3rd inning. He retired the Scouts 1-2-3. But then in the 4th inning, the Scouts were able to bat 8 guys and score 3 runs. And now here in the 5th, Breeden walked the leadoff man, and the 3-2 is once again fouled out of play. So a good at bat here from Stedman, working the pitch count of Breeden. Count remains 3-2, nobody out, runner on first for the Scouts. Breeden sets, fires. Ball outside, just misses the strike zone. Back-to-back walks here in the inning. And no one's coming out of the Joe's dugout, so Breeden will stay put on the mound. Patrick Hope will come up to bat, batting from the left side. He is 0 for 2 today with a fielder's choice and a strikeout. He's just batting 121 on the year, 4 for 33 coming into today's game. Watches the strike go by across the heart of the plate, 0-1. So just 4 hits total from Hope. The 0-1 is lined, and that's going to be into right field for a base hit. And Van Zee will get the red light rounding third, and they're loaded with nobody out. So Hope gets his 5th hit of the season, and they are juiced with nobody out here in the 5th.
It was a good job by Valderrama out there in right to keep the run from scoring, but now Zach Breeden is in a tough situation here. Gives up 3 straight base runners to start off the inning.
And still, Breeden remains in the game. The first 3 men reach for the Scouts. They have an opportunity to cut into their deficit. Pitch from Breeden, inside for another ball. McNaney is 1 for 2 today. Double play ball, and then had a single in his last at-bat. Breeden's pitch. Inside ball 2. Breeden walked the first 2 guys, and then Hope just singled. That's how they're loaded right now, with nobody out in the inning. The count's 2-0 to McNaney. Breeden's pitch is lined hard to the shortstop and past Cole Becker. That will get into left field. That will score 2 runs for the Scouts. They are within now 4, and there's runners on first and second. Still nobody out in the inning.
And now Keegan Burney will finally come out and probably take Zach Breeden from this game.
Usually it's Tyler Thaman that's getting the baseball, but I think Breeden's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, Coach Burney's just giving him a talk over there on the mound. Coach Burney is Breeden's pitching coach back in Miami Hamilton. And also the pitching coach here for the Joes. So there's going to be a conversation on the mound between Evan Ulrich, Keegan Burney, and Zach Breeden. And also the infielders will gather over at second base. But yeah, Breeden will stay in the game, at least for now. Still nobody out in the inning. He's going to try to at least retire the next one.
The Joes have blown leads this summer. Quite a few. They blew a 4-run lead. They blew a 5-run lead, but they were able to beat the Bison in that one. And they had a 6-run lead, 11-5, but now it's only down to 4. And there's still nobody out in the inning. First and second for Mike Archie. Archie's 0 for 2 today. Breeden remains in the game, throws home, and it's off the end of the bat foul. The Joes would love to see a ball on the ground to one of their infielders to try to turn two. The 0-1 inside. Almost clipped the jersey of Archie. 1 ball and a strike. Nobody out. 2 runs have already come across for the Scouts in the inning. The 1-1 from Breeden. High and in, ball 2. And Breeden showing signs of frustration out there on the mound. 2-1 the count. And Breeden finds the strike zone there. Archie watched it go by at the knees. Counts 2-2. Breeden trying to get the first out of the inning here. Archie must have had something in his eye. Stepped out of the batter's box, but is now back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Archie. The 7th hitter in the lineup. 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? He sure did. Instead, I think he was in the strike zone as well. So call it a strike 3 looking. And Breeden gets his first out of the inning, his 3rd strikeout of the day.
Crucial one there for Zach. He finally gets his first one, and now a double play ball could potentially get him out of this tough inning. He's only given up 2.
Shave swings at the first pitch. It's out towards the Joe's pen, and it's out of play. Breeden, this is his 3rd inning of work. He's given up 5 earned runs. Trying to stop the bleeding. There's 1 out in the inning, 1st and 2nd for the Scouts. The 0-1 pitch from Breeden. Dives low for a ball.
It's interesting to see the Joe's coaching staff electing to go with back-to-back bullpen games. Yesterday we saw Clay Brock get the start. He only went around 35 pitches before they pulled him. Today, the starter Eric Roberts was pulled early, and now the Joes are going to have to rely on the pen once more.
This one in on the hands, and Shape was able to fight it off. Sam Klein is supposed to pitch tomorrow for the Joes against the Marlins. Just like today, though, rain in the forecast tomorrow. Home game back at Foundation Field, finally. Seems like we've been on the road forever. Breeden trying to get another strikeout. The 1-2 is hit hard into right field. This should be playable for Victor Valderrama. He ranges to his right, makes the catch. Runner tags to 3rd. That's Patrick Hope. He will get in there standing up. But most importantly, the 2nd out of the inning for the Joes off that fly ball. Runners will be on the corners for the Scouts. And it'll be the 9-hitter Kyle Lane, who is hitless on the year, 0 for 6 total. He was hit by pitch in his last at-bat. 1st and 3rd with 2 outs in the inning. Breeden sets, pauses for a little bit. Now we'll fire home. It's a nice breaking ball in the strike zone for a strike. Kyle Lane 0 for 1 today. And Breeden's going to check on the runner over at first. But McNaney was able to get back in plenty of time. No balls and a strike to Kyle Lane. The pitch. Just outside for a ball. Joe's trying to get out of the inning with only 2 runs given up. 1-1 the count, the pitch. Upstairs, and Lane goes chasing. That one was out of his lane. But he still swung, and the count's 1-2. Let's see if Breeden can pave a lane for Lane to go back to the dugout. Try to get a strikeout here. The 1-2. Just below the knees. Ball 2.
That would have been a highlight to go on the demo reel if that was strike 3 there, Sam.
2-2 the count now. Zach Breeden trying to get out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, just inside for a ball. Enright has a tight strike zone tonight. Looked good. Evan Ulrich did his best to frame it. But now the count's full. Breeden will take a long step off the mound. And he'll reset. He needs to throw a strike here. Lane does not have a hit on the season. He's 0 for 6. But not until Breeden will check on Hope over at first base. Hope will be on the move with the count being 3-2 and 2 outs as well. Big pitch upcoming. Top of the order's on deck. The 3-2 is popped up. And that is straight back over our heads. And we'll do it again. Ben Weaver's on deck. He's the leadoff guy, or the top of the order. He's 1 for 2 today. He doubled in his last at-bat. 3-2, 2 outs. 2 runners have already scored for the Scouts. Runners on the corners. Breeden sets. Now fires. Up high, ball 4. So Lane is aboard for the second time today. And now it's the top of the order, and the 8th man to bat in the inning, Ben Weaver. And now Tyler Thaman will come strolling out of the dugout. And that's probably going to be the end of Breeden's day.
Weaver batting .262 on the year as 8 RBI. But he will have to face a new pitcher when we resume play.
I believe that's Adam Dieringer. Or actually, no, I think that's
Preston Heinzman.
Preston Heinzman will come into pitch. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll give you Heinzman's numbers, and we'll see if Heinzman can get out of the jam with no damage done. We'll be right back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we
So Preston Heintzman will come in to pitch for the Joes in a big spot. Runners are on the corners for the Xenia Scouts. And up to the plate is Ben Weaver. Weaver is 1 for 2 today, but he's reached base twice on a walk and a double. They're actually loaded. With the tying run up to the plate right now. First pitch from Heintzman is in there for a strike. Good start for Heintzman. Shakes off Ulrich. Now gets his pitch, comes set from the stretch. The 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2 called. So back-to-back strikes from Heintzman. And let's see if he can retire Weaver. Weaver batting .262 on the season. Heintzman sets at the belt. High kick, throw, outside, ball 1. Good pitch there, but Weaver didn't go chasing. A ball and 2 strikes. Heintzman. The pitch. Fouled off the backstop. Weaver trying to stay alive and keep this inning going for the Scouts. They've scored 2 already. The Joes scored 5 in the top half of the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. They're juiced. The pitch from Heintzman is fouled off and out of play. Heintzman last pitched against this Scouts team in the game that was resumed from rain. Heintzman went the rest of the way, 5 innings. Let's do it again. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Heintzman is lined into right field for a base hit. This will score 1 run. Everyone will advance 90 feet as Victor Valderrama threw it home, but there was no play at the plate. A base hit from Weaver, and it's an 11-8 game. Hope comes in to score, and they still are loaded with 2 outs. And now the 9th man to bat in the inning is Blake Emke. Emke is 1 for 3 today. The pitch from Heintzman outside for a ball. Heintzman sets. Heintzman now throws. This one is lined way out of play. Blake Emke came into the game batting .268. Already has a hit. In today's game, that was his first at-bat when he singled and came around to scored one of the 2 runs for the Scouts back in the first inning. The count's 1-1. The pitch from Heintzman. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. The Scouts have scored 3 in the inning. The Joes scored 5 in the top half of the inning. The Joes lead by 3 with 2 outs here in the 5th. Heintzman trying to retire Emke here. The pitch sails high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here from Grady's Field in Xenia. The 2-2 is roped into left center field and caught by Cole Becker. I thought that was for sure a hit, but Becker climbs the ladder for the 3rd out of the inning, saving 2 runs from coming across. The Joes still lead by 3 off the web gem play by Becker. We go to the 6th, Joes 11, Scouts 8, here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching your...
So what a fifth inning that was. Joes were able to score 5 in the top of the fifth, and then the Scouts batted around, but they were only able to score 3. Cole Becker saved 2 runs from coming across, getting the final out, leaping high at the shortstop position. Evan Ulrich will lead things off. That ball misses high for a ball. Ulrich is 2 for 3 today. A single and a double, and then struck out swinging in his last at-bat. The 1-0 is a curveball, but curves too low. 2-0 the count now. Packwood throws, and it's a chopper up the middle. Playing it on the hop is Kyle Lane to throw to first in time. It was a high chopper, but a good play over there at shortstop by Kyle Lane to wait on it and then throw it hard over to first. 1 out in the inning now, and now Braden Broom comes up to the plate. He's reached base in all 3 at-bats, but his last at-bat he reached on an error, so he's 2 for 3 on the day. Packwood, the left-handed thrower, delivers home at the knees for a strike. The 0-1, this time below the knees for a ball.
In the College World Series, Mississippi State is no-hitting Vanderbilt right now, and they just hit another home run, so they're on top now 6-0 with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Commodores are struggling in Game 3.
They had Kumar Rocker on the mound. Curveball, Broom waits on it, flares this one out over the first baseman's head and foul. If Mississippi State were to hold on and not choke that lead away, they would be national champions, and they would no longer be one of the 3 teams in Power 5 where they don't have a team sport championship, which is baffling. The other 2, Virginia Tech and, goodness, I'm drawing a blank.
Kansas State.
Yeah, Kansas State. Virginia Tech and Kansas State would be the other 2 that have not won a championship in a team sport that are in a Power 5 conference. 2-2 the count to Braden Broom. The pitch from Packwood. Swing and a miss. And McNaney dropped it, but will apply the tag before Broom started running over to first. 2 outs in the inning. And now Victor Valderrama will come up to bat. Victor is 1 for 3 today. Mason Packwood on the mound, throws home, up high for a ball. Victor played his ball at Rutgers, but will be transferring to a new home next year. He swings and hits this one hard, but right at the center fielder, Ben Weaver. Weaver will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Joes lead by 3 runs. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Bottom of the 6th inning here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube. Glad you can join us. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke West-Pulley in the press box behind home plate at Grady's Field. There's no air movement at all, so really sweaty.
It's a little humid in here.
Yes. No fan or anything. Might need to get a fan just to plug in and cool us off. Yesterday was a hot one as well in Richmond.
Yeah, it's starting to get hot as we move into July.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, though, back in the AC press box at Foundation Field.
Yes. Mississippi State just hit another home run. It was a 3-run shot, so they have a stranglehold on Game 3 right now.
Wow. Vanderbilt took Game 1 as well. Heinzman fires a strike. It counts 0-1. The second pitch of the at-bat misses low for a ball. Van Zee will bat. He led things for the Scouts in the 5th inning. He walked and then came around to score. He was one of the 3 runs to score in the 5th for the Scouts. 2-1 the count after that ball. Van Zee is 1 for 2 today. Heinzman. High kick. Throws home. Strike called. Heinzman, one of the taller guys on the team. When he throws home out of the stretch or windup, you can really tell how lanky he is with his left leg going real high, as you can see there. And now the pitch is flared into right field. Valderrama is there to make the grab for out number 1. So 1 out in the inning. Joe's looking to have a quicker inning here in the 6th. After 9 batters batted in the 5th for the Scouts, and then 8 batters batted back in the 4th for the Scouts as well. But 1 up, 1 down already here for Heinzman. Cole Stedman will come up to the plate. He'll swing at the first pitch, and this one's going to be up the gap in the left center field, and that's going to one-hop the fence. Castleman will pick it up, throw it home. The runner's going all the way to 3rd, and he will be in there with a triple. Castleman couldn't hit the cutoff man. And Stedman hustles all all the way over to third base for a triple, his first hit of the day. I was going to say, he's reached base 4 times now after that triple. 3 walks, and now gets his first hit of the day.
That ball was solidly hit high in the air, and it was in the perfect spot in the left center gap. Castleman wasn't able to hit Cole Becker, the cutoff man, properly, but Cole Steadman may have been able to make it to third anyway. He was already on the run to third when that play was made.
Hope swings and misses. He just got his 5th hit of the season in his last at-bat. Swings and misses again. The count's 0-2. Hope batting 121 on the season. Heinzman trying to retire him for the second out of the inning. He sets at the belt. High kick. Throws home. Swing and a miss. 3 straight swings and misses from Hope. He strikes out for the second out of the inning. That's Heinzman's first strikeout of his night. Now Matt McNaney will come in to bat. There's a little wave and a miss there. Excuse me, swing. That was well off the plate. Strike 1. McNaney is 2 for 3 today. Had a double, grounded out into a double play that ended things in the first, but he's gotten back-to-back singles in his last 2 at-bats. Heinzman's pitch is low, below the knees. 1-1 the count. 11-8 the score here in the bottom of the 6th. High-scoring affair between these two teams. Breaking ball, outside corner, strike 2. Heinzman trying to strand that runner on third. The 0-2 pitch, way outside for a ball. 2-2 the count. On deck is Mike Archie. He's 0 for 3. The 1-2, nice block there from Ulrich in the turf. And home plate umpire Enright letting us know it's full now. 3-2 the count with 2 outs. Heinzman gets the call from Ulrich. Comes set. Delivers home. Lined foul. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Cole Steadman's on third. He reached on the triple that split the left center gap. Heinzman on the mound trying to strand Steadman over there at third base. The 1-2. Strike 3 looking. Ring him up for the 3rd out of the inning. Heinzman strikes out 2 in the inning. He gave up 1 hit. That was the triple from Steadman. But most importantly, the Scouts are scoreless in the inning. We go to the 7th inning. Joe's 11, Scouts 8, here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
8. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than Ellie Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman owned and family operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs and everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Top of the 7th here in Xenia. Tyler Henriquez will lead things off for the Joes. He's 1 for 3 today with a single and 2 strikeouts. Also adds an RBI to his stat line this evening. Packwood back on the mound, throws a nice curveball in there for a strike. Henriquez batting .235, entering today's game. Sanjul, the 9-hitter, on deck, and then top of the order after Sanjul. Breaking ball misses low. Counts 1-1 to Henriquez. Tyler's lost control of his bat 2 times tonight. See if he can white knuckle the bat right here in this at bat and not have it go flying. 2-1 the count to Henriquez. Pitch from Packwood. Strike called. Two balls, 2 strikes to Tyler. Played his ball at Ball State this past year. As a home run for the Joes this summer. The only home run at Foundation Field. Curveball, and Henriquez way ahead of that one. Chops it down the third base line, and Tyler Thaman fielded it for the Joes over there at third base coach's box. Sanjul, who's on deck, is 1 for 3 tonight with a double. Mason Packwood on the mound for the Scouts. Sets at the belt. Now fires home. It's a curveball, and Henriquez can't get a piece of it. He swings and misses. He strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Nine-hitter John Sanjul will come up to bat now. With his hit back in the 2nd inning, he's able to extend his hit streak to 7 games for the Joes this summer. He watches the strike go by on the outer half of the plate. Joe scored 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, and then 5 in the 5th. This one is a breaking ball inside to Sanjul. Sammy Sass hit 1 out. It was a 2-run shot out to left field, his 2nd home run of the season. The 1-1 from Packwood to Sanjul is grounded right off Packwood's leg. Packwood will pick it up. No, he won't. He can't pick it up. And Sanjul will reach, I'm assuming, on the air. It could be ruled a base hit. We'll have to see how that's ruled. Nonetheless, Sanjul is aboard with 1 out. And now it's the top of the order, and Logan Kelsman up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today with a 2 RBI single.
They're going to give Sanjul a single on that one, so now he's 2 for 4 on the day. That's his 3rd time he's reached base.
Kelsman trying to score some more runs. That's what he does. He's scored 2 runs already today for the Joes. He's also contributed with 2 RBIs. The pitch, it's a breaking ball across the strike zone. Castleman had 2 strikes on him. It was a full count. He was able to hit one up, back up the middle to score 2. Then Cole Becker doubled down the left field line. Then Sass hit a home run. And John Sanjul was picked off. The throw to second is offline. It was off of the mid of Kyle Lane. Sanjul was picked off. Looked like he was going on first movement from Packwood, and he just sprinted over to second, and it was a bad throw from Patrick Hope. And Sanjul's in scoring position at second base with 1 out. The pitch from Packwood is popped up right side near the Joes dugout. It's going to stay in play, and Hope will make the grab. Castleman pops out. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And now it's up to Cole Becker to try to score St. Jewel over there at second base. Joes have 13 hits in the game today. Cole Becker has 2 of them. He's 2 for 4. First pitch, it's a curveball. High outside corner.
That was a good pitch to hit. If Becker could have waited on it, he decided to watch it go by. Cole loves to swing at that first pitch. That was how he got that double.
Packwood is going to step off. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second, that's John Sanjul, who reached on an infield single. The 0-1 to Becker. Another curveball, but it doesn't break enough up high for a ball. Joe's led as much as 6 runs in this one. The 1-1 ground ball fouled on the third base line. So Becker now has 2 strikes on him. He's going to have to battle at the plate and fight everything close. The pitch just outside for a ball. Scoreboard says 2-1. Now it says 2-2. That's correct. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cole Becker. Packwood's pitch is a flare over the first baseman's head, and it's going to drop foul. Fireworks booming in the distance here in Xenia. 4th of July is nearing. We are just about 2.5 hours away from the month of July. Joes will have games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Foundation Field. Sunday, the 4th of July. Fireworks afterwards. Should be an exciting evening in Hamilton. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Becker is popped up behind second base, and the right fielder will catch it, Cole Stedman, for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Joes strand a runner on second base, but they still lead by 3 runs as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here in Xenia. We'll be right back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry?
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Here in Xenia, Joes lead 11-8. Preston Heinzman still on the mound for the Joes. Was able to get out of a mini jam, you can say, in the last inning when Stedman tripled, but Stedman ended up being stranded over there at third base after Heinzman struck out back-to-back batters in Hope and McNaney. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Scouts in this inning. Mike Archie will step in, batting from the right side with his white batting gloves. He didn't have batting gloves his first 2 at-bats tonight, but has him on now. Counts 1-0. Heinzman's pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball and a strike to Archie, the left fielder for the Scouts. Pitch on its way. At the letters, ball 2. Two won the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Archie's the first man to bat for the Scouts in the inning. 2-1. And it's going to hit Archie. Had a weird sound to it.
I think it hit the elbow pad.
Yep, hit his elbow guard. And he'll be aboard to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Scouts. Every inning that the Scouts have got the leadoff man on, they've scored in that inning. It's the 4th time tonight where the leadoff man is on for the Scouts. 3 of them were walks, and then just right there, the hit by pitch. Kevin Schaaf up to the plate. Heinzman will check on Archie over at first base. Archie in time. Standing up over there. Schaaf is 1 for 3 today. Singled, came around to score. Also had an RBI in that single back in the 4th inning. Watches a strike. Counts 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Quick throw home for a ball. Heinzman's last outing pitched against the Scouts. Went 5 innings, gave it 3 earned runs, 8 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. He came in to resume that game after Grimm started it 2 days prior. Heinzman comes set on the mound, the 1-1. Is roped into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Or no, just foul. Wow, that one had a lot of curve to it. Had a lot of draw, if you're a golfer. And it drew foul. I thought that for sure was going to be a base hit. But instead, Schaaf is going to have to walk back to the batter's box and pick up his bat and get ready for the 1-2 offering. Mike Archie on first base. He was hit by a pitch to lead things off. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Heinzman, the 3rd guy to pitch for the Joes tonight. Roberts started it. Breeden came in. And now Heinzman. Swing and a miss. Schaaf strikes out for the 2nd time today. That's strikeout number 3 for Heinzman, and there's 1 out in the inning. 1 out in the inning, and now Kyle Lane will come up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. He's reached twice, though. On his last 2 at-bats, he was hit by a pitch and walked. He's 0 for 6 total on the season. Just got his first start a couple days ago. He's been a guy that's been pitching for the Scouts this year, but I guess he was able to persuade his coaches to put him in the lineup, but still no hits to show for it. Hits one to shortstop. Becker flips it to Broom. Broom throws over to first. It's a 6-4-3 easy inning-ending double play. We go to the 8th. Joes 11, Scouts 8. Final 2 innings right around the corner here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joe's game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for...
Top of the 8th here in Xenia. Sammy Sass will lead things off for the Joes. His last at-bat, he cranked one over the left fielder's head and over the fence to give the Joes an 11-5 lead at that point. But since the Scouts have been able to get 3 back, Sass is 1 for 4 today. He was the last guy on the Joes lineup to get a hit in the stat line. Watches a curveball top of the zone go by for a strike. 13 total hits in the evening for the Joes. Another breaking ball, this time again. Catches the outside corner. That one looked off the plate. Now Sass is going to have to battle after you watched 2 strikes go by that were really close. Mason Packwood on the mound for the Scouts. The 0-2 and the turf. And McNaney keeps it in front. Sammy Sass hit his 2nd home run of the season. Back in the 5th inning. The 1-2 is hit hard and deep to left field. How about 2 homers for Sammy Sass? That's over the scoreboard. Sammy Sass with his 2nd home run of the day. This one was deep into the night sky and way out of here.
The Joe's dugout is fired up. Sass got absolutely a hold of that one. He skied that one above our sight line here, and that was way gone into the woods behind the fence. 2nd home run of the game, and also importantly extends the Joes' lead to 4.
The first guy for the Joes this season to hit 2 home runs in a game. And now Matt Dietering up to the plate. That one was probably the longest home run we've seen this season.
Yeah, that's right up there with Logan Castleman's shot against the Bison last Saturday.
Strike called to Dietering on the breaking ball. It counts 1-1. Dietering's 1 for 4 today. He lines this one to the shortstop, who makes a nice jumping grab. Kyle Lane snags it from going into the outfield, robs Dietering of a hit. There's 1 out in the inning.
That one was just falling as it made its way into the outfield, but Kyle Lane was able to turn around and track it.
How about the shortstops today? We've seen Kyle Lane make a nice couple grabs, and then Cole Becker had a huge one with the bases loaded to end the inning. Leaped high and was able to snag it, save 2 runs from coming across.
Yeah, a lot of line drives today.
And this one is crushed, but way foul. Ulrich was way ahead of that one. It was a curveball that hung up there. And Ulrich was all over it, but has to wait a little bit more to put that one in play. Evan is 2 for 4 today. He's down in the count 0-1. Pitch from Packwood. And on the hands, this one hit well, but this one's going to be foul. It one hop the fence and over in foul territory. So even if it was in fair territory, it doesn't look like Ulrich was able to get enough juice to put that one out. He almost hit one out yesterday in Richmond off the top of the fence at McBride Stadium. The 0-2 from Packwood. Way high for a ball. Packwood, the left-handed thrower, throws home. Swing and a miss. Ulrich strikes out, swinging. He retired for the third straight time today after he started the day 2 for 2. 2 outs in the inning now, and Braden Broom will walk up to the plate. Broom is 2 for 4 today.
The second baseman, number 11, Braden Broom.
12-8 the score here in the top of the 8th inning. Joes have 14 hits, and I think that might be a season high. Packwood's pitch is hit into left field. That is going to get down for a base hit. Mike Archie, the left fielder, was playing way out there in left field, and Braden Broom gets his third hit of the day.
4 for 5 on reaching base today for Broom. Got on with an error back in the third inning. He's had a good night. The error actually was in the 5th, but it's been a good day for Braden. That was just a jammer in on the hands that floated into shallow left, and the Joe's dugout is loud over there on the right side.
Victor Valderrama will come up to bat now. Victor 1 for 4 today. A strike goes by.
Tyler Henriquez will get pinch hit for with Garrett Staten if we see that batter in this inning.
And Packwood's pitch was a breaking ball, but kind of looked like it might have slipped out of his hands a bit as it was way outside. Counts 1-1 now to Victor. Braden Broom is over there at first base. He's singled. Packwood's pitch. Broom on the move, but Valderrama fouls it straight back. Henriquez, if his day is over, he went 1 for 4 today with an RBI single and then 3 strikeouts. The count's 1-2 to Victor. The pitch from Packwood. It's a breaking ball and chopped foul right to Tyler Thaman in the third base coach's box. Thaman will gun it back into Packwood on the mound. Most the Joes have scored in a game is 16. That was against the Bison. Now we went 7 innings. Packwood checked on the runner, almost got away from Hope over there at first base, but Hope was able to get it before it went by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Victor Valderrama. The pitch from Packwood skips in the turf. 2-2 the count. Braden Broom over there at first. Let's see if he'll be on the move here. He'll stay put. And this one just inside for a ball. 2 outs in the inning here in the top of the 8th. Sammy Sass hit his second home run of today's game to stretch the lead to 4 for the Joes. And Victor Valderrama lines it up the middle for a base hit. Braden Broom will stay put over there at second. Victor gets his second of the day, and that is hit number 16 for the Joes offense.
They have been on fire tonight, just connecting with the baseball, and we've seen some extra base hits as well. This is a Joes team that likes to get singles and string those together, but we got 2 home runs from Sammy Sass, a triple from Castleman, a double from John Sanjul, also a double from Evan Ulrich, and Cole Becker. A whole lot of extra base hits today for the Joes.
Pinch hitting, number 9.
And And now pinch hitting for the Joes is not Tyler Henriquez, it's Garrett Staten who's batting for Tyler Henriquez. Staten batting in the 300s for the Joes this season. Went 0 for 5 or 0 for 4 yesterday. Or actually 0 for 5. And was it a double steal? I missed it. I had my head down.
It was a double steal. Both runners went. It was a breaking ball down the middle called strike, but both runners advanced. The third was not in time.
Second and third now for the Joes with 2 outs. So Garrett Staten with a big opportunity here. Batting .296, so after the 0 for 5 day yesterday, his average dipped under 300. Watches the ball dive below the knees there. But prior to yesterday's 0 for 5 day, he went 4 for 5 against the Steam with 3 singles and a double. Another breaking ball. Misses low. 2-1 the count. Hitters count now for Garrett Staten. John Sanjul is on deck. The pitch from Packwood is hit hard to the left fielder Archie, and Archie diving attempt is past him and over the wall for a ground rule double. Looked like Archie misplayed that one from the right off the bat. Thought it was going to be right at him, an easy play, but instead he had made a diving attempt, couldn't get to it, and it hops over the fence for a ground rule double. So a good pinch hit there from Garrett Staten. Scores 2, and the lead is now 6 for the Hamilton Joes.
And we're going to see a new pitcher here for the Scouts. The Joes have all kinds of momentum in this inning. The Scouts had clawed their way back into this game a couple of times, but the Joes are finally starting to really take control here down the stretch. Another 2-out rally from Hamilton.
This now ties the Joes with a 6-run lead. They had a 6-run lead earlier in the game when it was 11-5, and the Scots were able to get 3 back to make it a 3-run game, but Joe's back in front by 6 runs. We'll take a short break. New pitcher for the Scouts. We'll let you know who it is when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products.
Back here at Grady's Field, here in Xenia, Joes have scored 3 in the inning. Garrett Staten's on second base with 2 outs. New pitcher is Peters. There's a strike to John Sanjul in his first pitch.
Peters trying to stop the bleeding, making his 8th appearance out of the bullpen this year for the Scouts. Made 9 appearances for the Delta State Fighting Okra collegiately this year.
Fighting Okra.
My favorite college mascot in the entire country.
Well, a good start for Peters as he's throwing back-to-back strikes to John Sanjul. Sanjul trying to fight now. 2 outs in the inning, staying over there at second. The pitch on its way. Just misses. Up high for a ball. Sanjul is 2 for 4 today. He continues his hot streak at the plate. 7-game hit streak after 2 hits today. The 1-2 pitch. Low and outside. Evens the count at 2. Joseph scored 3 in the inning. Sammy Sass led things off with a solo home run. And then Dietering and Ulrich were retired back-to-back, but then Broom singled, Victor Valderrama singled, and Garrett Staten doubled. That scored them both. The count's now full to San Jewel. Peters sets, now fires home, and that one is outside. So after Peters had John San Jewel down 0-2, Peters throws 4 straight balls, and San Jewel walks. Now the 8th man to bat, Logan Castleman, comes up to the plate. The Joes have had 7 men bat in an inning, 8 men bat in an inning twice, and now, once again, 8 guys up to the plate for the Joes here in the top of the 8th. Peters sets, delivers home. This one's sky to deep right field. Stedman is tracking it. He is camping under it and will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. The Joes score 3. Sammy Sass had the solo shot. And then Garrett Staten came in to pinch hit for Henriquez at the 2 RBI double. The Joes now lead by 6, 14-8. We go to the bottom of the 8th here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Ben Weaver, the top of the order, will lead things off for the Scouts here in the bottom of the 8th. Joe's able to get 3 in the top half. They lead by 6 now, which ties their largest lead of the night. Heinzman back on the mound for the Joes. Throws home, pops out of the Ulrich's mitt for a ball. Weaver is 2 for 3 today. A double and a single in his last 2 at-bats. Scouts have 9 hits, but the Joes have 17. Heinzman finds the strike zone there on the second pitch delivery. Counts 1-1. Heinzman's 1-1 pitch is flown out to left field. San Jewel is there. 1 out. Two-hitter Blake Emke will now come up to bat, batting from the left side. He's 1 for 4 today, but his single came back in the first inning since he's been retired 3 straight times. Pitch from Heinzman upstairs, but Emke goes chasing for strike 1. Heinzman sets, now fires outside. 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count now. Heinzman looking for his 4th strikeout of the evening. This one sails high. 2-2 the count to Emke. The pitch from Heinzman is lined straight into center field, right at Castleman, out number 2. Hit hard, but right at Logan. Logan really didn't have to move very far, or maybe even not at all. So a fly out to left field, and now a fly out to center field for the first 2 outs of the inning. Heinzman trying to retire the Scouts. 1-2-3. Van Zee up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. He, too, also got his only hit back in the first inning. Has been retired 2 out of the last 3 times because he walked back in the 5th. Curveball there, strike called. 2 up for the Joes in the top of the 9th is Cole Becker. 2-3-4 hitters. Heinzman's pitch is lined into center field, and Castleman will kind of eat it up over there on the hop. Was thinking about making a diving attempt, but he probably remembers what Mike Archie did for the Scouts in left field, and it went by him and resulted in a double for Staten. But this time, Castleman keeps it in front, making the smart play, and Van Zee gets his 2nd hit of the day. So Cole Stedman will come up to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He's reached base on all 4 at-bats today. He walked 3 straight times, and then his last at-bat, he tripled in the left center gap. Two outs in the inning. Joes lead by 6. Here in Xenia. So the only game tonight in the South Division. Pitch from Heinzman. Outside. The Jazz and Bison were supposed to play a doubleheader. That got canceled. Postponed to a later date due to rain, I'm assuming. And then the Steam were supposed to take on the Marlins in a doubleheader as well, as this one's lined into right field, right at Valderrama. So 3 flyouts, resulting in 3 outs. And Heinzman only faces 4 here in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Joes lead by 6 runs. They'll look to maybe extend their lead here from Xenia. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
Cole Becker will lead things off for the Joes here in the top of the 9th. Cole today is 2 for 5. And this one misses at the belt for a ball. 17 total hits in the game for the Joes as we enter the ninth. Swing and a miss there from Becker. Lane Peters on the mound. Got the final out back in the 8th when he came in. The 1-1 pitch from the left-handed thrower. Outside corner called strike. Peters out of the windup, throws home. That one at the shins for ball 2. Mississippi State has won the national championship in the College World Series. The 2-2 from Peters, way outside ball 3. Three-two the count to Cole Becker. He's a single and double in today's game. The pitch on its way, and he's going to be rung up. Becker didn't like the call. He flinged his bat over to the dugout thinking he had a walk, but instead he's going to have to pick up that bat and go back to the dugout for a strikeout. And now Sammy Sass. Well, the last 2 times he was up to the plate, the ball left the ballpark. 2 home runs on the day. Could it be 3? That'd be something. He watches the ball outside. Yes, Sass had 2 frustrating at-bats in the beginning of the game. Lined out to the shortstop and third baseman. Hit it hard, but couldn't find a hole. Now he's going to have to jump out of the way of that one. Hit near his feet. And then he grounded out to third base in his third at-bat. But since he's homered in the 5th and homered in the 8th, a 2-run shot in the 5th and the solo shot in the 8th inning. The 2-0 pitch is at the knees, called strike.
Sammy can hit the ball really, really hard. I think the couple of the lineouts may have even had a better exit velocity than maybe his first home run. But they were just line drives right at the infielders. So yeah, it was an unfortunate start for him, and we thought maybe he was a little bit frustrated after those, but no signs of frustration from Sammy after 2 over the fence.
3-1, and he tried for home run number 3 on that swing. Huge cut for Sass. Counts full to Sammy. 2 for 5 on the day. And we'll try to get him up here in the press box for a post-game interview, so stay tuned for that. The Joes can hold on, obviously. They lead by 6, but you just never know. Sass fights one off. Stay alive. Matt Dietering on deck. He's 1 for 5 today. Lane Peters on the mound for the Scouts. Gets his pitch, winds, now fires, and this one is hit towards the right fielder. Stedman. Stedman will make the catch for out number 2 of the inning here in the top of the 9th. So no 3-home run day for Sass. And now Matt Dietering will come up to the plate. He had a single back in the first inning, but since he's retired, he's been retired 4 straight times. Kind of similar to his day yesterday when he had a double in the first inning, but then he struck out 3 times later in the game and intentionally walked as well. That one low at the shins of Dietering. Dietering probably the tallest guy on the team. The lefty and lefty matchup. Lane Peters throws, and big cut from Dietering. Fouled off. The pitch from Peters. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Matt. Evan Ulrich is on deck. He's 2 for 5. 1-2. Popped up. Should be in play. Van Zee trotting over and will make the catch in foul territory for the 3rd out of the inning. So 1-2-3 inning. Go the Joes. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Joe's lead by 6 here in Xenia. We'll be right back. 3 outs left in the chamber, or 3 bullets left in the chamber for Xenia when we come back.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Adam Dieringer will come in to pitch for the Joes. Preston Heinzman goes 3 1/3, gave up no runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and hit a batter. Dieringer will come in to pitch to try to get the 3 final outs of tonight's game. Joes have a 6-run cushion, and Patrick Hope will lead things off. Watch the ball go by. The 1-0 is outside again, ball 2. Dieringer out of Texas Southern University. Throws home, low and in, ball 3. So 3 straight balls thrown from Dieringer. This is his 4th appearance, has a 7.71 ERA on the season. Able to get a strike there. It counts 3-1. 3-1 pitch from Dieringer is grounded foul down the first base line. Dieringer last pitched against the Steam on Sunday. Went just 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 3 earned runs and 1 hit. This one fouled straight back. Counts full. 3-2 the count to Patrick Hope. Dieringer sets, now fires home. This one way inside, ball 4. Leadoff man is on for the Scouts. Now Matt McNaney will come up to bat.
29, Matt McNeely.
First pitch to McNaney is up high for a ball. And another ball misses. Ulrich thought it was a strike. Dieringer's 2-0. 3-0. Pitch. Inside ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. So back-to-back walks given up by Adam Dieringer. Struggling to find the strike zone here. And now Becker and Staten are going to go chat with them, give him some words of encouragement. Mike Archie will come up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Was hit by a pitch, though, in his last at-bat. Right on the elbow guard that is on his left elbow. First and second, nobody out for the Scouts here in the bottom of the ninth. Pitch is high for a ball. Joes lead by 6 runs. And there's a strike, though, from Derringer. Joe's looking to get their 14th win of the season. Counts 1-1. Derringer's pitch is outside. Ball 2. Two-1 is just a tad high, and now it's 3-1. So Derringer, if he throws another ball, he would walk the bases loaded. No one is warming up in the Joe's pen. But this time, he gets Archie to pop it up. Cole Becker calling off Staten, and Becker will make the catch.
Good for Derringer to finally get his first out. You got a 6-run cushion here. You just want to get the ball in play and hope it can find somebody. That's exactly what happened there on the 3-1. It finds Cole Becker over there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now Kevin Schaff will come up to the plate to bat. Schaff is 1 for 4 today. An RBI single back in the 4th inning. He's the 8th hitter in the lineup today. There's a strike there from Derringer. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Joe's 2 outs away from going now above 500 on the road, 6-5. If they were able to hold on to win this one. Ground ball left side. This could be 2. Staten flips to Broom for 1. Throw to first is in, not in time. Dietering was just off the bag. He had a dive to his right. I guess it just pulled him off the bag, but the Joes get the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice. Runners are on the corners with 2 outs. A good throw from Broom, and the Joes are clapping hands in the middle of the field, but instead they'll have to wait for a couple minutes. Kyle Lane up to bat. He watches 2 balls high. 2-0 the count. Lane is 0 for 2 today. 0 for 7 on the season. The 2-0. High and in, ball 3. On deck's the top of the order, Ben Weaver. There's a strike. And the count's 3-1. So Derringer, after walking to the first 2, trying to record the final out and not give up any runs here. That's a ball inside, and they're loaded. They're loaded for Ben Weaver. Weaver is 2 for 4 today.
There is now a pitcher warming up in the Joe's pen. Tyler Thaman's going to come out, or not Tyler Thaman, Ryan Finnerty rather, is going to come out and talk to Adam Derringer and just tell him all he's got to do is get one more. There's plays at any base. With 2 outs here in the inning. Options for the Joes.
The Joes have not blown a 6-run lead this season. They did blow a 5-run lead against the Bison. But the Joes were able to hold on to win that one in extra innings in a thriller down at Don Edwards Park.
The center fielder, number 8, Ben Weaver.
So after the mound visit, everyone will go back to their position. They are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Joe's an out away from win number 14 on the season. This was the only game played in the South Division tonight. The other games got canceled and postponed to a later date. Derringer now fires home. This one lined into left field for a base hit. Sanjewell will field in left field, but Only one run will score as Hope got the stop sign over at third base. So everyone advances a base. It's an RBI single for Weaver. It's a 14-9 game. Now Blake Emke comes up to the plate. Pitch from Derringer's fouled off, straight back. Oh, 1 the count. Derringer sets, now fires home. This one scooped off the turf. Emke, the 7th man to bat in the inning, up to the plate. 1-1. Chopped right back to Derringer. Derringer will trot over to first, will underhand it to Dietering, and the Joes get win number 14 of the season. They put on an offensive showing. They had 17 hits in the game tonight, 14 runs to show for it, and they beat the Scouts 14-9, and now improved to 3-2 against the Scouts on the season. They win their second straight game and 14-9 on the season.
Yeah, good win for the Joes. They move up now a half game on the Cincinnati Steam, who did not play today. And a great showing from the bats, a couple home runs, a triple, a few doubles. Just a whole lot of base runners for the Joes in this game, and they're able to hold on and get a good win to finish off this road trip. And now finally, they'll get to play back in front of the best fans in the GLSCL at home at Foundation Field tomorrow.
Winning pitcher is, I believe, Eric Roberts. It is Eric Roberts, and the losing pitcher is Noah Curry. And there is no save in tonight's game. Joes win 14-9. Stay tuned because we're going to get Sammy Sass up here to talk to us about his 2-homer night. So we'll be right back here in Xenia. Don't go away.
Here.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things?
Back here in Xenia, the Joes win 14-9 over the Xenia Scouts. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke Westpoli, and then the player of the game, Sammy Sass. Sammy, 2 home runs on the day. You probably could have had 4 hits. You hit the first 2 really hard, but right at the infielders. But how did it feel to hit 2 home runs tonight?
It felt really good. I mean, I felt like myself a lot today. Like you said, I was just trying to barrel at baseballs like the first two, and then those 2 home runs, same swing, just ran them out of the park.
So that you guys have been hitting the ball really well. You scored 11 runs the other night against Cincinnati. Only scored a couple last night, but how does it feel for your team to finally start to click offensively? It's been the pitching that's been really dominant this year, but the past couple games, the Joes have really been hitting the ball well.
Yeah, it's definitely been a point of emphasis from Coach. Like today, when we put up 14 runs, we're going to be a hard team to beat, and with our staff, if we just keep scoring runs, we'll be able to win games like that.
All right, Sammy Sass, 2 home runs on the day, finished the day 2 for 6, but the 2 home runs were 3 RBIs total on the day. So, Sammy, thank you for joining us. And the Joes win 14-9. So, for Luke Westpoli, I'm Sam Newcomb saying so long from Xenia. Joes win at 14-9.